Alright there guys, and welcome back to another video, and as you can clearly see, I've had a haircut. And today's video is going to be a little bit of a follow-up to a video I made back in 2020. It was called Why I Prefer Japanese Music to Western Music. It's a bit of a follow-up to that video. It's not the same topic, but the theming is somewhat close and similar to it. Today's video is going to be all about why I prefer, at least when it comes to media that I watch, why I prefer animation to live action. Because you guys will have clearly seen over the last number of years, when it comes to the TV shows on this channel I cover, the almost every single TV show I've ever covered on this channel has been a TV show that's of animation. Every TV show I've covered on this channel has been of an animated show. I've never once covered a live action show. Although if I had access to The Last of Us TV series, I would cover that on the channel, but I don't have access to it, so I haven't seen any of it. And I just want to talk about why I prefer live animation to live action. Because if I think about it, I can't really think of any live action TV shows that I watch nowadays, because I don't really. I much prefer to watch TV shows that are animated. And the thumbnail of this video is a perfect example. Last year I watched all 3 seasons of the Cuphead show. And the Cuphead show it's amazing. I can't believe they ended season 3 like they did and have decided not to make any more episodes so far. The Cuphead show needs a 4th season. It's so damn good. I thought it wouldn't be possible to make a cartoon in the style of the 1930s. Considering how everyone gets offended at everything that happened 5 minutes ago, and yet that's a show set nearly 100 years ago, or at least the times it's set in the 1930s. And it does everything so well. The music fits the time period perfectly. And I even got a bit more of that playing through the first Mafia game. That's of course also set in the 1930s. But for me, animation, it's just a more enjoyable form of media to watch. I mean, you guys of course know I watch anime more than anything else. And it's also helped me have more of an appreciation for art and art styles. Because when I was a kid, I despised art. Because I wasn't very good at it. And also I had the biggest pricks ever for art teachers at school. So that also contributed to me very much despising art. But as I've gotten older, I've watched so many animated shows, whether it be anime or cartoons, and grown a bigger appreciation for art in general. And because of how talented the people that work on these shows are. thing is, I just don't have the interest in live action. Like, when it comes to movies, sure, I've covered probably as many movies on this channel that are live action as I have anime movies. Because, let's see, I've covered all 3 My Hero movies, so that's 3. I've covered DBS Broly, that's 4. A Silent Voice, that's 5. Your Name, that's 6. Legend of Crimson from Konosuba, that's 7. So that's 7 anime movies I've covered on the channel. In terms of live action movies on the channel, we've covered Uncharted, the second Sonic movie. We've covered Halloween Ends, the original Halloween, so that's 5. And coming very, very soon, I'll be covering another movie on the channel. It will have already released by the time this video goes up. And I probably will have seen this movie by the time this video goes up. So I'll let you try and work out which movie. If you take a look at the last movie videos I covered and looked at the genre, that might help you figure out which movie I'm going to be covering on the channel next. And also, for me, animated TV shows, they're just generally more enjoyable to watch. And there's such a wide variety of them to watch. Of course, the biggest difference when it comes between animation from over this part of the world and animation from the East, in Asia, where most of the shows I watch, of course, are made, is animated shows over here don't really tell stories, as in the episodes aren't actually really connected. Whereas, of course, anime, the shows nearly every anime has a connecting story. Some of them don't, and some of them are just one episode after another of whatever's going on. Hitali is a good example of that. But yeah, it's not just anime. As I said earlier in the video, there's the Cuphead show, Family Guy, The Simpsons, SpongeBob. Although I've literally watched every single episode of The Simpsons that exists. All of the episodes up to just over halfway through season 34, which is where we are right now. And animation also gave me a very big appreciation for voice actors. Because people, of course, actors are talented, but in my opinion, voice actors are more talented because they've got to focus their voices around in so many different ways to play different characters. Example, Tom Kenny, who plays SpongeBob, plays almost every single character in the Powerpuff Girls. He plays the mayor, and he plays about one character per episode. He plays a lot of characters in that show. Or we could use Charles Martinet, who plays Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi. He has to do all sorts of different voice tones to play those 4 characters. Not only that, but he also recently featured in Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I can't remember which character he plays, because I've not seen the movie yet. But he does play one of the characters. Like, talented actors can play different parts, but they always sound the same. With voice actors, it's completely different. Sure, in some shows, some different shows, you'll hear the characters' voices from one show to another sound exactly the same, and sometimes you don't need to change what different characters sound like. I mean, another good example here is Yuri Lowenthal, who plays Sasuke in Naruto. He also plays random hunters that you come across in The Last of Us, the first game. He also plays characters. He also has voice lines in the multiplayer for the game, and I can tell it's him from a mile off because it sounds quite similar to Sasuke. And probably the final reason I prefer animation to live action is live action nowadays cannot resist pushing social issues that you probably don't care about into its TV shows. I know animation does this as well, but only animation from over here does that. Animation from the other side of the world does not push these social issues in everyone's face and then tell you you're a bad person if you don't support them, despite that makes no sense. But live action really loves shoving this stuff in your face, which makes you want to support it even less than you already do. It's not who's it helping. And that will conclude this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Tell me in the comments which you prefer. Do you prefer animation or live action? And until next time, I'll catch you later.